We are Rogue Media Sports.
7 goals. Spurs just love doing Spursy things. I love when Spurs love doing Spursy things. This is Mind of Football Fans, everyone. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mind of Football Fans podcast. I'm David. He's Spy. As always, let's start with Spy. Spy, how you doing?
I'm very good, David. Okay, how are you?
I'm chill. I'm chill. So good to be here. So good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Obviously, last week we missed you last week. So, we're glad that you're back. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
So, but yes, Mind of Football Fans podcast, your go-to home for all things Premier League football. This is match week 15, recap and breakdown. Well, before we jump right into it, we always have to start by saying thank you so much to all our amazing fans, all our amazing subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching us wherever you watch us, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or listen to us rather. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the new subscribers that would subscribe to this channel. Hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We thank you in advance. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please, we love that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And don't forget, listen to Mind of Football Fans podcast, not just on YouTube, but on Spotify, on our podcast, on whatever podcast platform you listen to. Please check us out there. Check out our socials. Spy, shall we jump right into it?
Yes, please.
Yes. Match week 15. Sadly, there were just 8 games played on match week 15. I know, I was very pissed. The game of the match week obviously was headlined by us, Liverpool. Sorry, my bad, let me rephrase. The game of the match week was headlined by Everton, Liverpool, the last game at the last Merseyside derby at... I'm blanking.
You are blanking.
I am blanking.
Is everything
Goodson Park. Goodson Park, yes. The last Merseyside derby that was to take place at Goodson Park. But sadly, that game was called off just hours before kickoff due to some weather implications. Spy, obviously, I think you have more details about it.
Yeah, apparently there was some very high winds in the UK over the weekend, and for the safety of the players, they had to call it off. Even though would have loved to see some windy football,
Yeah, so that was quite sad to see. So now Liverpool have a game at hand, which I don't really like, but it is what it is. But that didn't stop the action from going on. Match week 15 was also headlined by another big game, another London derby between Tottenham Hotspur and Chelsea that produced a 7-goal thriller. Tottenham 3, Chelsea 4. Okay, so Spurs. I'm going to start with Spurs because I think it's worth noting that Spurs just love doing Spurs things. Spurs, in the space of 3 weeks, beat City comfortably. I mean, they beat them comfortably. Then they go on to draw to Fulham, lose to Ipswich. Sorry, not Ipswich, lose to Bournemouth, and then score 2 goals in the first 12 minutes. And we're like, okay, maybe, and then end up losing 4-3. What can you say about Spurs other than just this Spursy?
Spurs is Spursy. What's the definition of Spursy, first of all? Spurs is when you win what you're not supposed to win and lose what you're supposed to win. That's the simple definition of Spurs. It's that easy. But it's Tottenham for you.
That is really Tottenham for you. They are not going to change how they are. But obviously, let's break it down a bit. The game, obviously, the lineups came up, and we saw Van der Ven back, and we saw what's his name, Romero back, and we're like, okay, this is their obviously James Martin was on the bench, so but we're like this is their strongest back four. These guys can handle Chelsea. And I think 20 minutes in, Romero goes out and you're like, okay, I don't know now. This is looking sus now. Obviously, he's still injured. I guess they probably rushed him back to fitness, which I don't know why they did that. That's just really terrible from Ange. But yeah, they were 2-0 up in 12 minutes. Good goals by Solanke. What a ball by Brennan Johnson. Amazing goal by Kulusevski. And 2-0 up. And I'm like, Chelsea really can't keep up with these dudes. I can't tell you what happened, Loki. I really can't tell you what happened. Spy, can you tell me?
Basically, that 2 goals are just Cucurella. It's not as if Spurs played beautiful football and got the goal. It was just Cucurella blaming studs. That's
obviously that's fair. Loki, there was evidence that
there was a difference, but at the same time, it is. I mean, I do understand because I have been in that situation where I've changed the boots in the match, but he switched from studs to studs. I've switched from studs to whatever. He switched from studs to studs. Obviously, they were higher studs, which it does make you have more grip. But I mean, after that, he played brilliantly. So we have to give him that credit. And in Tottenham aspect, they were capitalizing on the mistakes, which that is to show you how Premier League is. Like, just a slip can cost you a Premier League, can cost you 2 goals. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's it. That's how they got their goals, and nothing else, nothing better, nothing. Literally.
Yeah, and now I want to move on to Chelsea because Sancho equalized with a beautiful goal. Sancho has been balling. A shout out to Sancho. Sancho in the last 3 games, I think he has like 2 goals, 1 assist, or something. I don't know the exact stats to be precise, but Sancho has been balling. Sancho started the comeback.
They call Sancho the Kennington Neymar. When I heard that, I said, okay, okay, Kennington Neymar. All right.
Oh, that's funny, Loki. But yeah, so Sancho started the comeback, and then Palmer equalized with a penalty. That was a very I don't remember. Yes, that was a stupid penalty by Bissouma. I don't know what Bissouma was thinking, just sliding in. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know. He committed to it. I was like, I am going to tackle this dude whichever way, whether I get the ball or I do not get the ball. Like there was a way he could have pulled out. I feel like he could have pulled out, but this is what it is. Stupid penalty. Palmer tucked it in. Cool. Okay, 2-2. Then Palmer, obviously Palmer got the assist, but I don't think that was an assist. That was just a deflected shot that got into Fernandez's range.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you have to give Palmer the credit. He was on like close to the touchline when he picked up that ball.
And he shot
the box.
And he shot it, and it's deflected off someone.
4 players shot it. Yeah, it was a deflection, but good finish from Enzo, by the way.
And yeah, shout out to Enzo too. I saw something about in his last 6 games, he's averaging an assist or a goal every game, which is crazy.
So that's all we can say is Chelsea's manager is doing something.
He's really, and I was going to get to him in a minute, but I guess since we're on there, what Enzo Maresca is doing is beyond fantastic. It's beyond mind blowing. Like it's crazy what he's doing. Like when he first came in, we were like, okay, what you did to like those players in terms of like Sterling and Chilwell, and your squad is too big, and your squad is this, and I know I've hopped on it already, but like the way he's managed player, like 6 games ago, Enzo was not getting into this team. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he changed. Enzo got into this team.
They even asked Palmer in the press conference after the match period prior to this one. He goes, your coach has been finding it hard to fit in Enzo and this and this. And then Palmer said, well, he did it and it worked. So hopefully, and it's been working. Like I don't know
what I'm saying. Like it's crazy. It's mental.
Chelsea are, yes, Liverpool has the game in hand, but Chelsea are 4 points away from being first on the table. Every times.
What Enzo Maresca? You know, Chelsea's the definition of winning cures all. Because obviously before this winning streak they have been on, it's been oh, Enzo Maresca, this, Chelsea, too many players, oh, the ownership, this, that. But then they are winning, and no one's talking about anything other than, them winning. Anyways, to round it up, Palmer then gets another penalty.
And then we have to say,
That was
Palmer
cheeky.
has not missed a penalty.
That was cheeky.
Forget the Panelka.
I know.
Palmer
12
has
out of
not-
12, 100%. Last
I
player to do
think
that was
in
Yaya
his year
Toure.
too, it was 11 out of 11. Palmer has beaten.
11. Yeah, no, but like in terms of percentage, yeah, it's still mental to think he hasn't missed a penalty.
I don't think he's missed a penalty since he entered Chelsea.
Since he started taking penalties, yes.
He has, bro.
That's mental.
And what baffles me is that he doesn't practice it.
That's what he might say. I don't
It's like
really believe
his
it.
words for his words.
I'm not taking his words for his words. Because no way, dude.
I do hear it because honestly, I don't practice penalties. I just know my run up. I know my run up, but I don't practice penalties. You pick a spot.
No way. I'm
and I
just saying,
haven't
like,
but it's
no. No way, dude steps up, runs up, and obviously he knew the goalie was going to die.
If you are to ever take a Panelka, if you practice a Panelka, when the match comes, 9 times out of 10 you miss it. Because genuinely, when Palmer said that in the press conference, if you practice it, you either take it too soft or too hard. That is true.
No, to that degree,
you want to play it off the pressure, like it's meant to go like that. You're not meant to practice a Panelka. I've been there, I've done that. I've not done it in a match, but I've done it in like a heated training session, and I could see that if you practice a Panelka, yeah, you scoff it.
That was just fair enough. We'll take him as word. Let's take him as word. He doesn't practice penalties, whatever it is, right? But that was just cheeky. And obviously, I guess, yeah, the keeper was going to dive it that way. So best case scenario is he could have saved it with his feet. Worst case scenario is, well, he scored the goal. So I think that game could have ended in more goals for Chelsea. But I think Ben Foster really saved Spurs' ass. Like, really saved their ass. It was crazy. But yeah, Spurs are just terrible. And as you said, Chelsea are 4 points. Obviously, Liverpool buried in my Liverpool have a game in hand. Chelsea are 4 points off the top. And obviously, Enzo Maresca has come out and said we are not title contenders, but which some might agree with. Some might say, yes, that we are getting to that period where they might start to fall off. But what if they do not actually fall off? What if Liverpool drop 2 points here, 2 points there?
When managers come out to say that we're not title contenders, it's like they're just trying to keep their players' head leveled.
That might be true.
It's not might be true. It is true. Like, obviously, when you're at that stage on the table, you start thinking ahead. But like when you come out and say, "Oh yeah, we're not fit for that," you're just looking at, okay, next game let's get a result. Next game let's get a result, and that will keep your head leveled. But if you start thinking, oh, as a player, if you start thinking, oh, if Liverpool drop points, if no, and that is what affected Arsenal. I'm sorry to say, but that is what
that might be that's probably true. That's probably true. No, that's probably true. I agree. That's probably true. That's what happened.
That's why you're wearing that very, very weird kit.
It is what it is.
Carry on, please.
Yeah, so Chelsea, bearing in mind Liverpool have given are probably title contenders. Everything going well, they might just Liverpool drop 2 points here, 2 points there, just like they did midweek against Newcastle. And they might just do the unthinkable. They might. As you said, as you said some 2 weeks back, you said the Premier League is in a state where anyone can literally win it. So they might just do the unthinkable, Might. I'll just
unthinkable. Man City is back-ish.
Speaking of Man City, oh, my bad. That came out wrong. That was bad.
The other side of Manchester. How about that?
That was bad. Oh, speaking of the other side of Manchester, that was bad, Loki. Manchester United 2, Forest 3. I'm not going to start with the football side of this. I'm going to go to the executive side of this. So on Sunday, it was reported that Dan Ashworth Man United's ex-sporting director, was relieved of his duties by mutual consent. Bro was just 5 months into the job after, obviously, the new. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather. Right, 5 months after the new United leadership literally spent, was it £2 million or something like that along those lines to get him from Newcastle. And obviously the reputation, from sources outside of the club say Dan Ashworth is a builder. He builds clubs up, and just like he did for Newcastle, what he did for Newcastle, we also what he did for Newcastle and all the personnel he did and all that good stuff for Newcastle. And United went out and got him. And 5 months into the job, they sack him. I think that's just a brief summary of what United is as a club.
First of all, mutual consent, not sacking.
That's what they say. That's what they say. I don't believe in the mutual consent. Cause wait. No, wait,
because first of all, let me tell you the full storyline to it. He was employed to build. Yep.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say he got influenced, but the corruption in United, he affected, like, all right, cool. You're meant to build. You're bringing Xerxes. They lit. Really? Yes.
Okay. Wait. But who signs off on the funds? Who does that?
Yeah, but you're not gonna blame the owners for that.
I'm not blaming them. No. See. If those players he brought in, let's say they were actually balling, right?
Yeah.
Would we have anything to say about those players?
And that's the thing. It's a let's say. Let me give you a
Wait. As a United fan, weren't you excited about freaking Xerxes? Or
nope.
you? No.
We can go back. We can go back to the podcast.
Oh my days.
We can go back to the podcast. I said Xerxes is not a Premier League player. I said this. He is slow. He is a 9.5. I said this. Xerxes is not. I was never excited about. I've never been excited about any United striker signing. From Hojlund to Xerxes, the only one I'll be excited for if I see Gyökeres wearing the number 9 shirt. That is what I'll be excited for. Are you getting me? So now let me give you a very perfect example of what you said. If it's good, it's good. Mourinho. Mourinho, for example, when he told Abramovich about Didier Drogba, Abramovich asked him, "Who is that?" He doesn't know who that is. As the owner, you're not expected to know who that is. Like, your job is to, obviously, the well-being of the club and everything, but you're not going to start knowing who those players are. Cool. Mourinho asked about Didier Drogba. Abramovich said, "I don't know who that is." He said, "Abramovich, stop talking, sign the contract." That's it. That is it. As the owner, your job is to sign.
Okay, I'm going to ask for a pause here. Do you know why I say I don't believe it's by mutual consent? Because according to reports,
obviously.
Wait, no. Exactly. So you see, according to reports, right, after the Forest game, he was called into a meeting. What time Forest game at like 8 p.m. UK time?
We know.
Yeah, he was called into a meeting. No way he agreed to a mutual, like, letting go at that time.
100%. But it's a thing of, like, if they start questioning your antics as if they start questioning your job in your workplace, if you don't want to have it, you probably be like, okay, I'll just leave. No, that's the mutual in that aspect. Not that you say, okay, you leave, and you be like, no, I can do better, and they take it down. That's like, do you know what I mean? So, but you get brought into the club. You signed the contract to deliver, to build. The person you signed came in half a stone heavier than what he's supposed to be. He came in half a stone heavier. Xerxes came in half a stone heavier. Like, if you're looking at United, hold on. If you're looking at United, every good position or every decent position has come from the academy. Bar Bruno. Literally. Kobe Mino, Scott McTominay. I'm speaking from the past now.
Okay.
Like it's come from the academy.
I'm not going to stretch this because obviously time and whatnot. But hear me out. Do you like the signing of Mazraoui?
That's the best sign United has had since Mourinho.
Who signed that? Who signed that?
Ten Hag.
Okay. Don't accept it.
Obviously,
Do you like
as well, obviously.
do you like Euro?
I haven't seen him play to like him.
No, okay, rather, do you like the
I'm
potential of Euro?
not going to judge if you're coming from a league that is not the La Liga. I'm not going to judge you because every other league is weird. Serie A, Cristiano Ronaldo said it was not. Serie A is slow. La Liga is close to Prem. It's not near as competitive as fast paced, but it's close to. La Liga Serie A is slow. Ligue 1 is Mbappe-ized. So I'm not going to rate Euro when I haven't seen him play under the Premier League pressure. I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. I need to see him.
Well, okay.
Seeing is believing.
Well, so I don't know. I've spent a few minutes on this, but like it's just mental to see a sporting director come in.
I just think
5 months and
that United just needs to go under the radar for a whole season and just build. That's
probably
that's why I said this last year that they need to get relegated and build and come back. But please, let's move.
But anyway, if Arsenal is smart, obviously with Edu leaving, Arsenal could go get Dan Ashworth because he is really good, and I think I'm just saying if Arsenal is, you might quote me, but anyway, it is what it is. But moving on to the game side of it, to the actual game, United 2, Forest 3. United have considered three free kick. I'm blanking here. 3 corner kick goals. 2 against Arsenal midweek, and then the first one.
Honestly, move on from what you just carried on.
And then they've conceded the first goal.
First of all, we're not going to call Arsenal into this for security reasons, and we need to defend better in set pieces. That's what I would say. We need to defend better in general.
In general, defending is a problem.
Yeah,
I don't know. Onana's goal was low-key. Rather, sorry, not Onana's. Gibbs White.
I'm not even gonna say anything about Onana again. I'm tired of blaming United keepers. I'm tired because whenever the season that they play bad or whatever, I don't know.
I will say this. That Woods goal was stupid. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I watched it. I'm watching it real time, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on there.
Martinez, the butcher.
Anyways, but the bright spot, I will say the bright spot, Amad Diallo and Bruno Fernandes on that right hand side, I think is something to look out for. That would be spectacular. That would be spectacular. Yeah. And I'm going to say this also. United fans, I don't think you should judge. I don't think this season is judgeable, if that makes sense. Am I wrong for saying that?
They should give Amorim a 6-year contract. And they should not fire him to 6 years. That's what I think.
That's fair. I do think that after this season, whatever position United finished this season,
I feel that they should get relegated. That's why
that should not be looked at.
Honestly, as a United fan, the best gift you could give us right now is to relegate us.
That might just be too much. That might just be too much drama for.
We need that to rebuild. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but credit to Forest though. Forest are on a real high right now. Like credit to them, they're just balling. Nuno 5th in the table. Forest are 5th in the table. They might just get Europe. All being said and done, they might just get Europe. Chris Wood. They won't. They might not be able to handle it, but they might get it.
No, I don't say handle. I said they can't hack it, meaning they can't get it. The festive period, you see them sink. Watch.
We'll see. The festive period is coming thick and fast. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll definitely see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So moving on to the game. Speaking of Manchester City now, you said they were back-ish. What was it back-ish, Spy?
I
No,
was saying it was
no.
a Forest game.
Okay, based on the Forest game midweek where they put 3, was it 3 or 4 past them?
Mhm.
Okay. This was a back-ish, Spy.
It's,
You
it's
see the
because,
2 goals they...
it's because it's Rico Lewis. It's because it's Rico. It's Rico.
Okay. I'm not going to say too much on this. I'm not going to, I don't think Manchester City are winning the league. I'm leaving it at that. I counted them out of the title race after they lost 4-0 to Spurs. I don't think they're back. This game just kind of solidified my thinking on this. And I might be wrong. They might go on a freaking 10-game win streak and end up closing that gap.
It's Rico.
But I think Palace are back in the up. I think they will attain the title of overperformers of the season.
It's Rico.
I don't know what that means though.
Have you not watched the press conference?
No, I don't be watching press conferences.
So they asked Pep, what do you have to say about Rico Lewis's red card? And then he said, it's because it's Rico Lewis. He now said, sorry, he now said, sorry, are you trying to say that the red card is because it's Rico? Pep now said, was it red card? He now said, yes, it was red card. I said, no yellow card? And I said, no, it was a red card. I said, it's Rico Lewis. And I said, so are you trying to say that it's because it's Rico Lewis that he got the red card? Pepper says Rico. Because definitely, I think realized midway through the conversation that goes on that lane, he's going to get fired. Sorry, not fired, fined. Because obviously, if you say he got the red card because it's Saka.
Yeah,
now
that's
it. Is it because he's
we know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So now, I think Pep went down that lane and said it's because it's Rico Lewis. Then when he heard the reporter say, "Are you trying to say it's because?" He was like,
no, Pep. I think the last 2 weeks, Pep have said a lot of stuff. He said he said at this time we're struggling. I'm like, well, duh. Then he said every team now can beat us through corners. I'm like, really?
Yeah, because he's saying it before they face Arsenal again, Corner FC.
Speaking of Corner FC, Fulham won, Arsenal won.
How was Saliba's goal again? Can I ask?
It's a straight corner. So can
I ask you this question now? Your last 3 Premier League goals have been through what?
Corner. That is my. I know where you're going with this, and I want to ask you: do you think Arsenal are over-reliant on corners?
Yes. I think your set piece coach has either had his wages from £50,000 to £150,000 because of flipping corner kicks. And I feel the way Traore body blocked in the second half. Sorry, in the first half, your corners in the first half, the way Traore's body was marking and body blocking, that's what they should be doing to you guys. Because I've noticed that one of your players, most likely Martinelli, will go and be impeding the keeper's breathing. I don't say vision. I said breathing. You impede the breathing, and then that's what you guys did. Ben White did it against Spurs. That's how you guys disgusting. The fact that I see in Premier League, this is not Sunday League, this is not grassroots football. I see in Premier League Bukayo Saka practicing corners before kickoff. Shameful. That's what I can say.
Spy, they tell you there's a saying that says if it's not broken, don't fix it. Yes, we might be over-reliant. Wait. Yes, we might be over-reliant on it. I will give you that. There's a tendency that I think we're leaning towards being over-reliant on it. But it's not broken. So why are you fixing it? If goals are coming that way, we don't have a 20-goal striker, right?
Unfortunately, or you have a 40-goal team.
Okay, fair. But part of those goals come from set piece. 10 of those goals, 15 of those goals probably come from set piece.
No.
Divided between Saliba, Timber, Gabriel, and freaking Calafiori.
No.
Okay.
No, I know. What was the match? You guys put what? 5 past West Ham? Was there corner in that match?
There wasn't.
No.
Well, the penalty, yes,
No.
Gabriel scored from a corner. Gabriel scored from a corner, and the
Okay,
penalty
cool.
came from a corner.
You guys put how many past Leicester? Was there a corner? One corner. You guys have a team that can give you 5 goals each game.
I agree. I think
Instead,
that's what I'm saying.
people decide to farm corners. When I say farm corners, I mean I'm literally seeing some iniquities from your players. I'm seeing Gabriel Martinelli shielding the ball just so to go for a corner. That is embarrassing.
Okay. Yes. I do agree that. That's where the over reliance comes in. Like we take a minute, like against that Fulham game, 5 minutes to go. I'm like, after the goal was disallowed, right? After the goal was disallowed, we are literally taking 5 minutes to take a set piece. Why are you literally you have 5 minutes left and taking 5 minutes to take a set piece?
I wonder why, because the set piece coach has gotten his wages increased from 50,000 to 150,000.
That's what pains me. Like I know it's not broken and we shouldn't fix it, but we shouldn't be taking 5 minutes to take a set piece.
I think you should fix it.
Anyways, yeah, it is what it is. So Fulham won, Arsenal won, 2 points drop, 2 massive points drop. And this is what I wanted Spurs to do as the solid here and beat Chelsea, but they did not do that. So it is what it is, Chelsea are 2 points ahead of Arsenal. Arsenal sitting in third. It is what it is. We move on. Let's talk about some other games in league before I round up. Brentford 4, Newcastle 2. Brentford, the G-Tech in and I did not come up with this. I actually stole it from someone. The G in G-Tech stands for goals. Because these guys score goals for fun in the G-Tech. Do you see midweek against, I can't remember, who did they even play midweek? And they conceded 3 goals. Villa, it was Villa, away from home. 3 goals on the bounce. They conceded 3 goals. And then they come back to G-Tech and score 4. That doesn't even make sense. I think it's 27 goals at home.
Newcastle as well. They invited Liverpool over and they held Liverpool to a 3-3 draw. And then they go away from home and then they forget how to play football.
I don't know what it is, man. Especially Brentford.
It's right now. I think football is giving them NBA. NBA when you want to play against Lakers, you see home court advantage. That's how it's turning out to be. Like, Liverpool started that a couple years ago. Liverpool started
Anfield.
Yeah, with Anfield, the aura, the anthem, whatever.
Well, and obviously City too. City literally went on a 32-game home stretch of not losing at home before obviously playing Spurs.
City fans, they have this tradition of backing the players and jumping.
Exactly, like
back my team. I might just do something to be honest.
But yeah, Brentford, G in G-Tech stands for goals because they just score goals. And they're like, Ivan Toney, who? That front three is crazy. They're like, Ivan Toney, who?
Who is that?
Man, and I don't know who that is. I look, don't know who that is. This is what it is. Moving on. Aston Villa 1, Southampton 1. Aston Villa back in the goals. Duran back in the goals. Obviously, Watkins was given a rest, and Aston Villa look like they are back on track. Win in midweek, and then win again, back-to-back wins. After that, the mismal form they were in. So big ups to Villa. Anything you have to say on this, Spy?
No.
No, I guess that's much. There's nothing really much.
Can't really say much about it. It's good clean sheet though.
Good clean sheet, yeah.
So that's indeed.
I benched Martinez because I thought he was injured. Crazy as me.
The reason why I'll say good clean sheet is because Southampton has taken 6 points away from 2 of the big teams in the Premier League. So.
Really? Who?
I don't know.
What? What?
Oh, am I mixing it up?
I think you are. It's Bournemouth. It's Bournemouth.
Yeah, they took away from Arsenal, yeah?
And City, yes.
Yeah, Arsenal.
As speaking of Bournemouth, Ipswich 1, Bournemouth 2. As I said, I'm not worried about Ipswich. I've been saying this and I'll keep hitting on it. I'm not worried about Ipswich. But Bournemouth are just on a different level right now. Bournemouth, Fulham, Forest, Brentford. These 4 teams are proven to be, how would you say it? No, they know their place. They're like, we're not we're not struggling to be in Premier League. We know we're going to be in Premier League every year, and we know we're going to finish between 9th and 12th. 9th and 12th. These 4 teams. That's kind of where they will occupy at. And what Andy Iriola is doing at Bournemouth is nothing but spectacular too. Him and Enzo Maresca should probably are contenders for coach of the season, manager of the season, whatever you want to call it. And obviously, and a slot being up there. But Bournemouth are just crazy.
I feel Ipswich might go back though. Like, don't get too confident about them. They might just be on the very verge of it. Like maybe 17, 16. But don't get too confident. Bournemouth, they are cooking.
They are cooking. Yeah.
Cooking.
Yeah. Okay, to round us off, Leicester 2, Brighton 2. Van Nistelrooy has Leicester playing some really good ball, low-key. I think Brighton have a problem. They do not know how to see out leads. This is probably like the 3rd game they were 2-0 up with less than 10 minutes to go, and they ended up not winning the game. Probably 2nd or 3rd time, which is mental. Like, as for all the credit we give Brighton, they do not know how to see out leads. That's mental. I don't know.
Is it about seeing it out or about just not being able to hack the pressure?
I don't know what it is. I mean, again.
So Van Nistelrooy though.
And one of the reasons why Dan Ashworth, not to go back to that, but one of the reasons why Dan Ashworth was not on terms with Sir Rickcliffe, if I'm pronouncing it right, was because he wanted Ruud Van Nistelrooy to stay on fully. Well, not fully, but to like the end of the season. But Rickcliffe wasn't having it. He was like, we need to find a permanent person that will be here, and I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, Ruud Van Nistelrooy. I mean, he did win a cup with PSV. He won the Dutch Cup with PSV, so he does have some substance to his
in the
resume.
Premier League, like he's undefeated.
Exactly.
So in the English managerial career, he's undefeated. So we'll see what he has to bring to the table with Leicester.
Let's see. I mean, I think with him now, I don't think Leicester will get relegated, but yeah.
Because immediately he came in, I put Vardy in my team. Not that I'm focused on FPL, but I just have to embrace beauty when I see beauty. And I put Vardy and he gave me like, 11 points? I'll take that. Goal and assist.
Yeah, we'll take that. But yeah, that brings us to the end of match week 15. Well, actually, no. Yeah, that brings us to the end of match week 15. Recap and analysis right now. There's still one more game week to go. West Ham takes on Wolves. Last time West Ham played on a Monday, I picked Newcastle to beat them. And Spy, I do owe you an apology. I can't remember if I told you this. You said, remember when West Ham played Newcastle, and I said I'm going for Newcastle. And West Ham did go to St. James Park and beat Newcastle. So I do owe you an apology for that. You are right. I was wrong.
When am I not right?
So I'm not going to be foolish this time, and I'm going to go for Newcastle. Sorry, for West Ham. West Ham will beat Wolves again.
You sure about that?
I am sure about this time. If this happens again, I'll just stop.
Say otherwise.
That's up to you. You have to say what you have to say.
I feel like they will win Wolves in respect to Antonio.
Yeah, and just as you said that, our prayers are with Antonio. Obviously, he was in a car accident, and he's meant to undergo surgery. He has undergone surgery for a broken lower
thigh bone.
Yeah, something along those lines. So our prayers are with him.
You see the pictures of that accident and the fact that he just escaped with a thigh injury. GG's.
Yeah, so we wish him speedy recovery, and we hope to see him back soon, doing what he loves doing best. But yeah, we are waiting to see when the game between Everton and Liverpool will be rescheduled. Can't wait for that. Last Merseyside derby at Goodson Park. That'll be a belter. Liverpool with a game in hand. People call that 3 points in the bank for Liverpool. It's literally just waiting for them to go redraw it. So we'll see when that is. But before we get off here, quick hitters. Kylian Mbappe. Spy, the last 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, he hasn't been on it. He has missed 2 penalties in a row. The one against Liverpool in Champions League, and then the one at Real, I think Betis or Real Sociedad. I can't remember the team in La Liga that they ended up losing that match 2-1. And obviously he scored in the weekend, and I think Real Madrid are just 2 points behind Barcelona or whatever it is. But should we be worried about Kylian Mbappe?
No. This season, don't expect anything from him. Next season, expect a monster. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, definitely. Champions League, moving on. Champions League, match day 6. Juicy fixtures, Atlanta, Real Madrid. Who do you have winning that spot?
Real Madrid bounce back. Even though Atlanta has not lost.
Okay, Juventus, Man City.
Juventus.
Leipzig, Villa.
Leipzig. All day.
Okay. Fair enough. And I think after this match day, I don't know why I keep saying match week. After this match day, teams like Liverpool can lock up their qualification as if one of the 8 teams that will automatically move on to the next round. If they win, they beat Duran, they automatically lock their spot up. I think the same with Inter, the same with Barcelona.
United.
Or rather, just Liverpool and Inter this week can lock up their qualification to the next round. Can we stop saying Manchester United? Can we please stop saying that? Speaking of Manchester United, we'll be back next week after the Manchester Derby, match week 16. After the Manchester Derby, I can't wait for that. If we all remember, Ruben Almiron beating Man City when he was in Sporting, just before he came to Manchester United. That'll be a juicy fixture. Can't wait. That is what match week 16. That's your match week 16 headliner. We hope you have an amazing week ahead. Don't forget, please subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. We thank you so much. Thank you in advance. And give us a thumbs up. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Don't forget, this is not the only place you can find us. This is the Man of Football Fans podcast on all podcast platforms. Check out our socials. On Instagram and on TikTok. And also, while in the works for something, YouTube and all other podcast platforms would be the only platform you can reach us on. We're coming up with something. So stay tuned for that. Once that is approved, we'll get that news to you. But with that being said, we hope you have an amazing week. I'm David. He's Spy. We're out. Thank you.
We are Rogue Media Sports.